I, like so many people, have been fascinated by what's been happening with Kony 2012. I am excited and extremely grateful for the way it's raising awareness and how Invisible Children have done such a good job of raising awareness of a place that needs justice. I know there's a lot of criticism out there, or there's some criticism about what's happening. But at the end of the day, it's so good to see what's going on and bringing people together to think about what do we do when evil people are doing evil things. This is my hope. I'm hoping that Kony 2012 will help people to receive the essence of that movement. In Micah chapter 6, verses 7 and 8, it asks the question, what are we supposed to give God? How do we please God? Do we give him 1,000 rams, or do we give him rivers of oil? In other words, do we just give him lots of money? Do we give him our children? It's like these questions. And the prophet says, well, this is what God requires of you. God wants this, for us to act with justice, to do mercy, and to walk humbly with God. God wants us to stand on behalf of those who are in need, to do that in a merciful way, and to do it with all of humility. So I'm hoping Kony 2012 will be so much more than making a pledge, that any one of us who pledge to that will think about how do we do this in our own neighborhoods, so that we might be people who reach out to those who are in need in our own cities. And what would be a great thing that on April 20th, that we would not only raise awareness of Kony 2012, but we would raise awareness of the needs in our own communities. I know from where I live, there are a lot of teenagers who are feeling oppressed. I mean, there's drug use that's going on, there's drug dealers doing stuff in the neighborhood, but in addition to that, there's people who feel lonely and left out and mistreated. What would happen if we took justice and mercy and humility and brought that into our own communities? So that's what I'm hoping will happen out of this big, YouTube sensation, that people would begin to think, what can we do in our own neighborhoods? In addition, of course, to stopping this man and other evil places of evil and bringing justice with mercy into those areas. I hope you're doing great and love to hear your response.